Corey Wharton just subscribed with Prime. So, angry face emoji, rude. I blame Discord for lack of notifications, pensive face emoji, triumphant face emoji, now give me power
I'll think about it.
It's a new fastest lap for Lexus, 1:41.94.
Welcome in all. It's good to be back. I am incredibly sunburnt in the face and half of my arms. But at least now when I sit in this chair, I'm not in absolute agony. So at least we have that. Can't see you? Ah, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Corey, thank you for 21 months with Prime Subbage. That's fine. I haven't changed the screen yet. I'm in the middle of eating a bowl of pasta with cheese, burger, and bacon in it. So you lot just have to listen to my voice and my words. Until then, how is everyone? I hope everyone's good. Everyone is well. Unfortunately, I'm back at work tomorrow, but after Friday, I'm back off for a week. Yeah, it was a bit crowded towards the end, but overall, it was very good. Will I go next year? Not too sure, to be honest. Will heavily depend on who's playing. No, I'm just here. I've already started. I'm talking. I mean, did you prefer that it was that instead? I mean, look at my nose. Jesus Christ, that. And my arms are just like better than what they were, but no sun on that at all. But you know, burn me, and my neck is just absolutely killing me right now. But welcome to Oulton Park, everybody. First week of the season. I hope everyone's good. Everybody is well. I've got to go work tomorrow, and I've got literal white lines from where my sunglasses were. It's horrible. But I blame Mother Nature for that one. You see, weather forecast said it was going to be cloudy and windy, but that wind just what's that sound? Okay then. But the wind blew the clouds out the way, sun shone on me, and yeah, it hurt. It hurt a fair damn bit. Right then, let's get the cameras onto somebody. In fact, let's go to the one who is quickest in practice so far. Alexis Timkow. Oh, I should get some iRatings up as well, shouldn't I? But these are the official sessions, so if any of you are on your rigs right now, sign in and get yourself in with a chance of racing in the TCR. Let's swap these around actually. There we go. Sonic coming in with Prime as well. Very
Sonic Wolves just subscribed with Prime. Very sweaty men in cars, I should add.
Yeah, apparently so. We are also live on YouTube as well. So if you haven't already, get over to YouTube and put a thumbs up on there. I've put a lot of streams up this week because I'm actually going to be streaming this week a lot more than I thought I was going to be. This is the open practice at the moment. Oh, and that's somebody off, going to go into the wall. Yeah, just a little bit. Right, I think I've done this right, Corey. Nope. Right, that's fine. Probably just missed a... shouldn't be a space. There we go. Sorted. There's a few people in the session right now. So the fastest time so far, 1:41.945 by the 4.3k Argentinian, running the Audi at the moment. Denny Wood just behind, by the way. I need to get some of these paints up because a lot of these paints aren't showing and I don't know why. Automatically refresh paints. Let's quickly see if there's a way I can refresh these. Managed to hit a 142 dead earlier and then got a win against a 2.3 but didn't count. Yeah, I had stuff to do or else I would have tried to sign up a little bit earlier there. You're Laguna going up to 8th place in this practice at the moment. But a lot of people well over a second behind the duo of Alexis and Denny. Not getting too many people keeping up with that pace at the moment. I'm just quickly messing around with trading paints, so give me a second.
28 degrees.
Also got Massimo Boni at 2.5. And if we scroll all the way down, we're still waiting. There's a lot of people in this session at the moment. Thiago Elamau. We get a link to the YouTube stream. If there's anyone here who hasn't already put a thumbs up on the YouTube side, then you can do so on this link here. More the merrier on both platforms. At the moment we've got 5 watching on YouTube, so if you watch on YouTube, welcome in. Hope you are good, hope you're well. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, get doing it. There is a track guide on there as well, so check it out. Got a changing car. Yeah, it's for some reason it's not it's not giving me proper liveries yet at the moment. I don't know why. Right, switch over to the other side. So we've got a full 2 as well. Sure, I can watch. It's not going to let me. Oh, since when did they stop doing this? Alexander Verimovich just there. You're larking and puts in the fastest time of all. There we go. We've actually got a paint that works now. Didn't bid it for the 12 laps, only 2 cuts. Hell yeah. Right, shall we have 15 minutes until the session opens. It's already going official. Go on board with Eurolaken right now. We're going to get a very quick track guide done. $35 signed up so far. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's enough for 2 splits. But a third one would be pretty good as Nicholas de Santesteban goes up to, well, 7th, gets dropped down to 8th because Tom Manning has decided to bust all over the top half and put himself into the top 5. Right, who's ready for a quick basic track guide of Oulton Park as we go round Lodge Corner? Eurolaken, the Finnish driver, will be our pilot for today as we go round the very narrow straight. We're going to be looking just before the blackboard on the left hand side to brake for Old Hall Corner. You can cut a little bit of the apex here, but expect a lot of people to flush out wide. That's an off track, but you'll be surprised how much of that you can actually take without it being an off track. But down Dentons into Cascades. Cascades is going to be the source of many people skidding around in one of the longer straights on the circuit, Lakeside, for another hot spot. Island Bend, slight lift, sometimes down to 4th on early laps. Try and keep it within the narrow road, then brake heavily for Shell Oil's Corner. A lovely camber to it, you can diamond it. Just try not to get onto the accelerator too soon or else you'll fly off the side of the circuit. Look to the right where the tyre barrier is straightened up, that's where you want to be braking. For Britons, those tyre barriers are not actually made of rubber, they are made of adamantium. So you're going to see some hobbits running across it at some point with some mithril. Anyway, down to Hislops, 100 board. Once again, mithril tyre barriers. Get yourself through theirs before we get on to corner number 12, Knickerbrook. once you're down there. Clay Hill requires you to stick to the left as tight as possible. For Water Tower, the next left-hander here, I go out a little bit wide, the same as Jura, just to make this braking a little bit straighter for Druid's Corner. It's 2 corners in one, but try and get as close to both apexes as possible and swing your way around. Then down Warwick Bridge towards Lodge Corner where the crest is there, brake heavily through it, get nice and tight, a lot tighter than what's being displayed here, but I'm sure yours just doing that to mess us all about. A nice deer leap kink, and then there you go, a lap of Oulton Park International. If you want a track guide with slowed down laps, a rain lap, and just a little bit more detail and slowed down so you can find the premier braking points, and make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/JayCaulls. Get yourself in there. That is spelled JayCaulls. If you look for that name on any site within reason, you'll probably find me on there, so make sure you follow me everywhere. And a nice little hit at the bottom just there. Oof, that was a bit of a violent hit there, wasn't it? Massive thank you to Backfire Simsport TV for allowing me... Oh no. Oh dear, what are you doing? What are you doing? But thank you to Backfire Simsport TV for allowing me SDK to do these sorts of broadcasts. This is exactly what Nico saw. Oof. Big oof. The Racing Forces car at the moment ahead in this practice. So this week is going to be quite busy on both this YouTube and this Twitch. I forgot that it was the Apex League this week, which is going to be touring car around Silverstone Grand Prix. 40-45 cars going around there. It's going to be an absolute blast. On Wednesday, on the Backfire Simsport TV channel, it is going to be the first race of the season at Oulton Park. So, if you're not already following the BSTV channel, you'll find everything just there on the Twitch. 2 seconds, everyone. It sounds like my PC is about to blow up. Yeah, my PC decided to put the fans on a level that made it sound like a hydro jet was about to take off there. That was slightly scary, not going to lie. Also in the session, Tom Manning as well. There's going to be a few names a few of you might recognise from various leagues. Bjorn, oh. I think we may have accidentally broke the stream. iRacing stopped working. That is a... That's not a good sign, is it? That wasn't supposed to happen. Wait, should we try and get back into it? Oh god. So, are you racing or spectating? Well, it's strength of field broadcasts, so the fact that I've got the overlay that I've got on should hopefully make it clear that I'm doing commentary stuff. Yeah, just broadcasts. Like we always do every single Tuesday. For some reason, iRacing is completely turned off. So, I don't know what we're going to do about this. To have this happen in mid-Ohio hurts my feelings. Oh no, that's an old one. Let me get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That's not the one. That's not what you're looking for. Have you got some practice for tomorrow? I'm not racing tomorrow. I don't race on Wednesdays. I do commentary again. Right, Apex Silverstone. That's not the one. Where's it gone? Week 1 straight field. There we go. That's the one we want, isn't it, folks? Alright, there's technical difficulties at the moment while I'll try and get another session up. Let's jump onto this one. It's not going to let us into the others. There's currently at least 45 people signed up, so we have 3 splits of TCR. So if you jump into TCR races normally and it's only 1 or 2 splits, you're like, oh, I'll never win a race. Well, now's the best time to jump in, because the more of you that jump in, the more splits we get, which means more winners. No, I love the scenes, so keep... Wow. Sonic, we'll have to get you on our Tomodachi Life island. And just quickly... Forgot to put the stacking in. There you go, so hope you get a few last minute sign-ups in. Oh, a few people I know are live, so... Okay, that's done, that's done. Thank you to the 18 plus who are in here at the moment whilst we wait for everything to load up. It's taking a little while, admittedly. And as soon as I say that,
okay, Jay,
it makes me out to be a liar.
Jack 142.46. That's a new fastest lap for Jack 141.42.
Okay, and we're back in as if nothing happened. That's right, nothing happened. Jack Bolton at the moment, leading the way here, 141.424, so similar times. Now, Oulton Park is a difficult circuit to get a pass in. Very difficult circuit to get passing in, so a lot of this may end up getting decided in qualifying. But with this many people getting into the 41s and 42s, all it takes is one mistake, and suddenly it's like a train running through.
Up, it's now 28 degrees.
So you're not doing much racing lately? I'm doing the same amount of racing as normal, to be honest. I do a track guide. If it's a IMPC week, I'm doing stuff on the Saturday. This weekend I'm doing the 6 hours at the Glen, which is the first time in 4 years I'm doing an endurance race with a GT3. I mean, if we want actual figures, last season, if I can find it. Uh, 2020. So far this year, even I've already done 101 races, over 101 races.
Okay, Jay, it's a new quick lap for Jack 141.31.
Just in case anyone's wondering, 11 wins. Yes, Luca, I shall be doing both the fixed and the open races. So the fixed that starts in 3 minutes. See who else we've got in this session. We've got a lot of people in this session. It's George Clarkson. Oh, running the Furtu from British Touring Car. Very nice livery, in all honesty. Still waiting on a few people to get some times in. Massimo Boni goes up to 4th place in this open practice. Do hope that we end up getting a couple more sign-ups in, so we get yet another Yet another split. So not bothering with fixed? How come? Not enjoying the fixed setups at the moment? The TCR Cord are submitting a load of fixed setups for iRacing to try and adopt and put into the officials, with the aim to make the TCRs quicker whilst keeping them safe for newcomers. But most of all, try and get the strength of the bop a little bit closer if possible. Right, we need to get in the next 1 minute 5 more sign-ups to get a 4th split. No, to get a 5th split, even. Look at that back with liveries. Right. And Stefano jumping off the course there. Don't know what happened there. Let's have a look. Stefano, the car in front. With 2 designated credit participation series. Euro, NASCAR and Prototype. Oh, nearly got the front swiped off him there. I considered Euro NASCAR, but I just think it's going to be one of those series that's going to find the same. It's going to suffer the same fate as Brazilian stock cars. Let's go quickly run Rise on Master just to see what my temps are at the moment. This is making it... My PC's sounding like it's running a furnace in here. Oh, it is at like 84 degrees at the moment, so... It is fairly warm. Hey Paul, good to see you. So what series is your NASCAR? Is it a B class then? Being more like to survive over Brazilian stock cars since the Brazilian player base isn't strong on iRacing. Yeah, but me and the Aussie supercars. It's the biggest motorsport in Australia, and even that struggles to get going most of the time. Okay, so we should be going live any second with the first session. Start spectating. The top split is going to be 3,100 strength of field, so it's oh, I've just accidentally closed the whole thing down again because I am an idiot. Well, I am going to run a quick ad on Twitch while all this is going on. Don't worry, you won't miss anything. I'll be back shortly. Right, how are we doing, Billy? All good, mate? All well? Good evening all and happy 16th of June. I'm your host JayCaulls. This is the TCR Challenge Top Split Fixed Edition Week 1 of 2026 season at Oulton Park International. The version with chicanes. I hope everybody is good, everybody is well. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Strength of Field races.
Okay, Jay, the track's heating up. It's now 33 degrees.
Should probably turn off my crew chief, shouldn't I? You've come in with the Strength of Field race, a Strength of Field of about 3.1k for tonight's fixed race. Hoping for a bit of a bigger one on the open as it is the first week of the season. But we are live on both Twitch and YouTube at JayCaulls, that's spelled JayCaulls. If you haven't already, go to the YouTube side and put a thumbs up on the broadcast. Subscribe as well for plenty of races similar to this. My own races in leagues like Apex, special events, IMPC, and also track guides for TCR every single week that release on either Sundays or Mondays. We're just about to start our first laps. Bjorn closest to the grid. You know how it works underneath. If it is green, it is a personal best. If it's purple, it's the quickest of the whole qualifying session. And Oulton Park International, my god, is there a lot of sectors. In fact, there are 7 sectors on this circuit, whereas most Grand Prix circuits only have the 3 sometimes. But some big names in this session. Let's get the car logos and flags. I wouldn't expect to see too much in terms of the BOP being changed from last season. Apparently it's our job to let iRacing know what's going on with... Oh, I wasn't meant to say that out loud. Sorry. But as you can see, some... a lot of users over 3k on here. Ibanez and Kiso, as well as Laguna as well, the free to watch with Zhiznikov, Ritter, Weirsign, Vets, Adiba, and Hards, who's always in there as well. But this is a full 20 grid. So anything here can happen. Right, just keep on watching with Bjorn at the moment. No purples in their sectors, but everything is quicker than their outlap, which is always a good sign. Bjorn looks like they're going to be the first one to set a time down. Looking at about a 1 minute 41 is a good solid time to put if you want to be towards the upper echelon of TCR. And look at 142.9. Bjorn will be thinking they could do much better with that one, just like Yura Larkin has done. He's gone straight into the lead with a 1 minute 41.950. Your leader or poleman at the moment making their way back downtown. It's going to be Ibanez who's looking at starting their laps. But see what, Evan Kiso at the moment is on a bit of a roll from last lap. Did set a purple sector, but looks like they may have gone off track somewhere. So it'll be interesting to see what they can come up with on this lap. There we go, nicely done there. Britain's that section with the chicanes and the tyre barriers. And I think Kiso's given up where they are. And that's a bit of a shocker just there, as Josh Taylor in the JC Academy Honda Civic goes up into 4th place. That's car number 14, by the way, in 4th, with car number 15, Trinado. Car number 15, I mean, questionable paint scheme just there. I can hear the booing from chat already. But Trinado up in 2nd place at the moment in the Audi. Right, Anton putting in a purple sector for sector 6. A lot of people getting random 1X is off the track, but if Anton might be able to go up and get... Anton goes up into pole! What a lap! A 141.8. And Verovic is car number 12, by the way, so that's a fantastic lap. This is going to be the man that everyone will want to beat. Rick Ibanez, who I have a feeling Ibanez could be a real driver. I could be wrong though, but when I type in TCR Ibanez into Google, I just get pictures of Ibanez guitars. Let's see what they're capable of here. Let's have a look, see exactly what they're putting the car through at the moment. You got an off track, would have been pole on first lap. Oh no, I did wonder. I think there's a lot of people getting off tracks here. So I think for those who are looking at doing the open race, just get a safe banker lap in. Just get that safe lap in. I found that with the qualifying this morning as well when I jumped in. A lot of people were not getting as... I got very lucky with some of my positions in qualifying this morning because people were making so many mistakes. But on board with Ibanez at the moment, you can hear those tyres screeching. And Trinado gets back up to the top with Vierzijn in second, Bemovic in third, Shishonkov up into 6th place, but Ludik Ibanez getting a few yellow sectors here, but they're going to finally put a time in, and Ibanez goes up to nowhere. No improvement. Let's watch in Anton here, and I think Anton's already done 2 laps, but just in case I haven't, we've also got Patrick Gallic as well, looking to get through. Does sound like they're slowing down a fair bit there. Magny, good to see you on the Twitch side. Hope you're doing good. I'm a bit sunburnt at the moment, but apart from that, I'm okay. Yeah, and it looks like it could be Anton then we're waiting for, but I don't know if Anton's already done their first lap in all honesty. But look at the bottom, Anton with green, green, purple, green. If they haven't got another lap in, then they're getting a really quick... No, they haven't got enough time to get one more in. But wow, some real pace there from some of those drivers. Let's go through the grid for this fixed race. We've got Abel Trinado, sorry, in first place with Pascal Vierzijn sharing the front row with them. Row 2 is Alexander Veromovic and Chris Wetz. Jurlakin and Anton Shishnikov on row 3 with Josh Taylor and Bjorn Albar in row 4. Got another Bjorn right behind in 9th place with Bjorn Ritter. Nicholas Daniel, a lot of Germans in the mid-pack just here. See how they can get through the grid. In 11th place we're going to have Ibanez, shocking down as low as 11th. Expect to see them jumping up a load of places with Long and Meyer behind. 14th is Hendricks with Laura Meiser, Mark Nasser, Patrick Gallic, Simon Russell, Sidney Hart and Ivan Kiso up the rear of the grid. Here we go, the first race of the day. Go Tyler! So you lot scream for whoever you want, I don't mind at all. But here we go, and there's a fantastic start from the number 12 car there. But it looks like Vierzijn gets into the lead, and a bit of door banging from second and third. And a lot of cars going off into the dirt early. See how the blimp looks from here, and what a camera view. You can see literally everything that's going on here. Taylor up 3 positions at the moment, Ibanez down 4, so an absolute wretched start at the moment, but we're going to have to keep a close look of here. If anybody ends up going off the circuit here, this could become Wii bowling. All it takes is one car going off into the grass there, but it looks like for the most part everybody's... Oh no, I just heard a clashing sound of metal there, but so it's just a little bit of door banging, and everybody seems to get through without too much of a problem. These titanium tire barriers now are going to be next on people's list. See if anyone ends up getting any meatballs from it, and so far so good. Everyone seems to have got all their practice in, and it's doing pretty well for them. But a pass looking just there. Josh having to defend from wets behind, but manages to close the door, and suddenly everybody is bunched up. The rear sign, Berimovic and Trinado occupy your front three at the moment, with a massive train now behind Josh Taylor. And that was a relatively clean start for everybody. No massive incidents to report yet, but currently got the camera onto Chris Wetz, looking to get past Josh Taylor, and he'll want to do it sooner rather than later. All right behind is Jura Larkinen, who is no slouch in the TCR. If Wetz does not get a move done here, then I am pretty sure Larkinen is going to do everything they can to make Chris's life pretty miserable there. And great line on the outside there from Josh, keeps Wetz behind. And suddenly, there we go, and there's a slowdown for Hendricks towards the back. They're going to... Oh, and a bit of a power slide in front. And that is just Ibanez just having their race just going from bad to worse. Hendricks going to get away through here. Ibanez now with a slowdown. A bit harsh, because they did go a little bit wider. And that's someone going wide onto the grass there. Someone's gone across the sand. And it's Jura Larkinen. Jura, mate. This isn't the dirt configuration for Oulton Park. But too wide through Britons is not where you want to be. They somehow make it through without too much of an incident. That's Jura Larkinen now down 12 places. We will see exactly what happened with that one very, very shortly. As a few positions behind, looking to be contested as Jura, pushing the 17 out a little bit. And with that, Jura's going to end up losing another place. And the 20 turns across Jura. Don't think Jura can be blamed for that one much from the first look of that, but that's now with a meatball flag. But Wetz did end up getting past Taylor in the end, and now it's up to Taylor, who goes too wide, and that's going to open the door for Ritter and Shishnikov to get through, maybe even for car number 8, Bjorn Adibar as well. Could be looking at that inside there, but Josh is not exactly hitting those apexes at the moment. There's a lot already gone on here. As Laura Mesa, I'm sure Laura will correct me on how that name is pronounced, or smack me on the back of the head for it. I don't know. Laura now with a slowdown, so we'll see how Laura's going to be serving that one. Meanwhile, a little bit further up, it's still very close between these two titans battling away, and Taylor at the moment is like a bucket with a hole in the bottom of it. It's just leaking positions everywhere. Getting through Britons, and he is from Great Britain, so he should in theory be very good at that corner. Everybody else fighting behind, and a lot of positions getting swapped about at the moment. A big shout out to Evan Kiso at the moment, up 9 positions and potentially more. And and that was a big hit just there. If Evan's going to have a big slowdown just here, probably going to be about 2-3 seconds. Might just have to let car number 10 go, see if they can bleed it out enough. And that's now Daniel back to the pits. Almost seemed that they were body slammed into that tyre barrier just there, but Kiso still not serving that slowdown yet. Is probably trying their absolute hardest to try and bleed it down. They're going to have to go ultra wide on this corner. They closed the door on the 16, and that's another. Well, that's one way to serve your slowdown. Unfortunately, I don't think they probably would have wanted to serve it as effectively as that. Bjorn now. And we nearly cut in just with another pit maneuver just there. This is Bjorn Ritter, currently in 5th position, one of the many Kinetic Racing individuals. And in fact, they're probably streaming this right now. This guy drives like a pro. Is this the same Pascal who's in BSTV next season, isn't it? But at the moment, it is, yes, same banner as what Laura has on their car as well. But we're Zine currently with Verimovic and Trinado behind. All three of these rapid drivers we're only 6.5 minutes into this race at the moment. We have 3 times the amount of this race to go. So those who have already been caught up in that much action are going to be absolutely groaning if they look at the amount of time. Yora's going to have a run here on the number 17. Number 17 deciding to become a very expensive Honda lawnmower. And Yora's going to try to get up the side, up Water Tower, through Druids as well. Give each other enough space, but you can defend it if you keep to the outside line. And look how close it is right now. Great racing from both. There's a lot of positions changing up the top as well. I will have a look at that very, very shortly. And it looks like Bjorn actually went off the track, but we just want to see if Yora can get that move done. It looks like they can, but just behind them, the number 9 looks like they're going to be going around as well. Few more bits and pieces going on here, and it's Ritter down a couple of positions. Shishnikov down there as well. And now Josh Taylor gets to have a couple of positions back. Josh Taylor currently back where they started after a fantastic start and starting to leak a few of those positions. What racing at the moment is Wets and Verimovic are both fighting out. I don't know what's happened with Wets there. That Verimovic was able to... Oh, I know. Verimovic has lost the leader, so it's happened with Verimovic as well. Well, there's a lot that we need to catch up on here. They're going to go too wide into this corner. They need to afford each other the space, which they are. And this is going to be godsends for the two in front, but also for Adibar behind, who's looking to try and close down that 3-second gap. It's close here at the moment. It's also close a little bit further back. Just want to see what sort of exit number 12 gets from here. And it's a very good exit, actually. I don't know if it's going to be enough for a last-minute dive. It's going to be audacious if he goes for it. He does it a little bit further back. Got all these cars slowly making their way in as well. Right to the blimp cam where we get all the trees. That's just how close this battle is at the moment for 5th place. 2 kinetic cars in front there. We've currently got the camera centered on Josh Taylor. Then just behind Josh, you've got Shizhnikov down 2 positions and Long up 3. Right, let's have a look. I'm just having a look how close everybody is to each other at the moment. I'll tell you what, if we can just get a decent camera here. Ibanez looking to take down Mayer. And I think Mayer's not going to hit that apex. Ibanez has an inside line just there, but the camera of the corner is going to aid that Honda Civic on the outside greatly. It gives the 10 the slight advantage as we go into Britain's. Now, how good can 10 come out that corner? I think Ibanez has absolutely nailed it. The massive dent on the front of that Audi, but Ibanez is going to make their intentions known. They're going to keep this inside slot here. 10's going to afford the space, and Ibanez gets the job done. Brilliant pass. A little bit further back, we've got these 3 fighting at the moment. Gallic, Hards, and Miser. Oh, and Hards going a little bit too, well, hard over the exit curb there. We're halfway through this race. That's right, only halfway through at the moment. So it's getting closer and closer and closer. Let's have a look at one of the earlier crashes. This is Mark Nasser. Here, taking that inside of Yura, and 20 trying to avoid, by the looks of it, going into the back of 17. Not realising that Yura was just on the inside there. Then we've also got Nicholas Daniel with their crash earlier too. And we can always see that this one's going to end in tears. Going down this back straight. Oh, a little bit of a tap. Someone else on the inside, and titanium and mithril tyres claiming another victim. Lurmeister getting a crash as well, but I want... Oh, no, just... Okay, all three of those cars just there. It's 3 switches, and Laura getting spun just there. A cheeky 360, but keeps the engine running. Great avoidance from the other two there. Keeps the car into gear and carries on her way. And Kiso crashing as well. Oh yes, I remember this one actually. Kiso trying to serve a slowdown. Blue car on the outside, one of the switch cars on the inside. Flushes out a little bit from another camera angle. It did look like Kiso had turned in, but maybe not quite the case. Let's get Jura Laakkonen very quickly before we get back to the action, going off the circuit. So it's just an off track there, but I kind of want to see what happened a lot earlier in the race with Jura going off the track. I think it happened just here. Do wonder if they just took too much. Nope, this was an earlier accident. Maybe it's this one. Lap 2. This is it. So going down the back, Jura in the yellow, the gold and blue racing forces. Just wonder if they took too much speed here. Power slide, and that's a dangerous place to be. Luckily, they'd lost so much speed. They were able to go through the kitty litter, which got them a... slowed them down enough. They just cut across there then. Kept out the racing line. Well done. And rejoined as safe as they possibly could. Meanwhile, Ibanez has passed Maya for 10th place. Jura Laakkonen has gone past Simon Russell for P12. And Sydney Hards has passed Patrick Gallick for P14. Now that's happened in the last 2 laps. At the moment, your leader, Pascal Weerzijn, with Abel Trinado and Chris Wetz in third, but look who has already caught up to him. It's the likes of Verimovic and Bjorn Adiba. So we've got a lapped car in between them. That looks like it's Daniel. It is Nicholas Daniel from their accident earlier. Right, close battle here between the two kinetic cars, and I tell you what, the Honda Civic is absolutely motoring this battle as well for 7th place. We are approaching minute number 13 now on that lap number 9 of the first fixed race of the season. Josh missing those apexes just there, and that's going to allow the 2 cars behind to get even closer and put even more pressure onto him. Meanwhile, speaking of pressure, it is currently teammate versus teammate, Audi versus Honda, just in front. Let's get on board with Bjorn Ritter just to see how close he is to his teammate. And looks like the 8's diamond in the corner. Meanwhile, Ritter's just going for a late apex, and that seems to be working a lot better. Do wonder if that's actually the number 8's tyres degrading so much that they can't quite break into the corners their way in one. And that could be the case, because look, that's twice now. Ritter has nearly gone into the back of Adiba. And this is going to be even more interesting as it's an even slower corner. Look how much the number 8 is having to slow through this corner right now. Both cars, both kinetic cars, up 3 positions at the moment. I do wonder what it looks like behind at the moment. Got all your cars just there following along. Oh, and I'll tell you what, we're finally getting our side by side as Kiso is out of the race. Absolutely miserable time just there for Evan Kiso. Hopefully it's better for him in the open. But Ritter gets a position back. Ooh, a lot of them going off the track just there. Have a quick look exactly what happened here. So apparently Bjorn going off the track. Oh no, I can't go that far back apparently. No, it's not going to show me what happened. And now look at that. Can we see how Tyler got past Anton? I'll try. There's a lot of people going this battle right now. Literally, lap 10, I've got 6 different cars within 10 seconds all going off the track at the same point. Got past one guy and he instantly hit me and I got disqualified because of the amount of times I was murdered. Is that on the second to last corner? I think we saw that. Right, we can hopefully get to see here Tyler getting past Anton. Anton cutting a little bit of the grass just there, meaning that they've had to completely redo their line, and that's allowed the number 11 car to power through. And it looks like they're going to get the move done before they do. They managed to get over a little bit to the right, consolidate the position. Anton's still all over the back there, forcing the 11 to defend a little harder than usual, and that's brilliant for Josh in front, who wants to see Tyler and Anton battling even more behind. Well, he says that, but look how close these are all at the moment. It is close right now between these. Look how close it is there. And tell you what, Tyler is all over the back of Josh there like a homeless man on a bag of chips. All over him. Coming out of T1 just ignored how I had a bad exit and drove through me. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh, trees in the way. It's alright. So we've got a backup camera just there. This is the big fight at the moment. We're approaching minute 18, so I would estimate about 2 laps left to go. God, look at this at the moment. Both the Bjorns must be sweating at the moment. That's a great exit from number 11. It looks like they're going to take this. Oh, a bit of a... Just, ooh, and it got close there, but Josh is going to leave room. He's going to have that inside there, though. Might not be enough because Tyler's going to have the inside here. Oh, and there's been a spin from behind. And he is not happy at all with that one. However, Josh is still somehow ahead. We'll see what happens with that very, very shortly. But Josh having to defend for his life now. Tyler just under 3 tenths behind at the moment. Getting as close as under 2. I tell you what, I think this could be the one. This could be it. As the white flag waves, Tyler's going to get a nose in, brakes late. And I tell you what, an up and under from Josh. What an up and under. Tyler just flushing out a little bit too much, and Tyler's now got to slow down to try and take there as well. It is a tricky corner to try and get your dives done in. Not impossible, but there's a lot of nasty little elevation changes, and Josh letting Tyler go through there, whether he meant to or not there. And Tyler still has that slow down to try and serve. He may do it here. Oh no, he's got it done. So that means Josh isn't done defending yet. While that's going on, Pascal still in the lead with a sizable 3, nearly 4 second gap on Trinado and Wets just behind. Verimovic just behind with both the Bjorns and Josh Taylor as well. But this is what we're going to keep on doing at the moment, because Tyler is always clutched in tight here, and Tyler surely has to do something here because he has the Ibanez behind. Oh, and a little bit of a hit of the curb just there is going to have that Elantra losing a bit of pace. Josh is going to be sweating right now. This would be some result for Josh if he can keep this right here. Trinado at the moment though, car number 15, occupying that second place spot. And Josh now, this is it. Going to watch from Ibanez right now, because Ibanez is going to go for a late lunge on the inside as well, but it's not quite going to be enough. It's going to be a fight to the line as Vierzine gets the win. Trinado in second, Wets in third, and Josh Taylor just keeps onto that 7th place. What a race from all of them. Absolutely brilliant stuff as we've got everybody else drag racing to the line. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was... There was a lot going on there. Have a quick look if this is the instant I think it is. So both of these going side by side. Got Ibanez just behind. Looks for a gap. Oh, I tell you what, that wasn't great. That wasn't a dive, that was a two-footed tackle into the side of Anton there. That was a stab in the dark, that one. Right, your results for this race. Pascal Vierzijn gets the win with Abel Trinado in second. Chris Wetz decides that the final step of the podium is the right place for them. So those three occupying the top three, and then from fourth place onwards, Verimovic, Ritter, Adibar, Taylor, Long, Ibanez, Lackinen, Shishnikov, Meyer, Russell, Hard, Gallic, Meiser, Hendricks, Nasser, Daniel, and then occupying the bottom, Kiso. But what a first race that was. That was insane. that was actually nuts. That was wonderfully nuts. Right, let's get on, see if anything's been said. Just Tyler saying a good race to Josh. I think everybody knows now that they're being recorded, so everyone's behaving as much as possible. Oh, didn't mean to actually save that replay. Whoops. Right, let's get on to the next session. For those who have just joined us, welcome in. I hope you're all good. Hope you are all well. If you haven't already, get yourself over to YouTube stream and chuck a thumbs up on there. We're just loading up the session for the open race. It's already going official. There's 23 minutes left to get yourselves in, and there's about 25-30 people out in practice at the moment. Just quickly jumping in to register for the practice. No, says the kingdom, clutching pearls with one hand on his pearls, one hand on his mouse and keyboard. Right, jumping into the next practice. And let's get some music on as well. There we go. Oh, hey JS. I don't know where you're going with that. It's alright, neither do I. Download was good. It was a bit busy for the last day. And I do have lashings of sunburn all over the place. Yet the sun couldn't tan the bottom of my arms for me. You having an absolute... Are you off your rocker right now? Can't tan that bit, but can like burn me on like a single strand of arm just there. Milky arms. That's the Irish and Scottish in me, and then the English just burns like crazy. Oh yeah, next session is slowly loading in. How's everybody else? Everybody good? Everyone well? Oh. I don't know if you can see it. I've actually got a sunburn. I am not in you. Do you want to be? So, I don't know if you can see it well here, but I've literally got a line for the sunglasses. Sunglasses line. I just got burnt so bad on that side. Oh yeah, my nose is terrible. My nose. So lucky you're not ginger, right? I agree. So lucky. So lucky. Milky puppet. Oh wow, Belle. Wow. How's everybody else? Everyone else all good? Everyone else all well? On the YouTube this week, well, we've already released the track guide, but we have a lot of racing that I didn't know I had this week. 6 hours at the Glen is on Saturday. My first GT3 race on stream in about 4 years. I think my last GT3 race, long one before that, was the 3-hour races I did with Grazer, I think. Tomorrow, Backfire Simsport TV, the TCR Challenge Cup Season 25 begins at Oulton Park. Then Thursday, we are at Silverstone Grand Prix for the Apex League. That's going to be an interesting one. Did you buy anything? Yeah, I got a lot of shirts. I got my niece a download mug, which is 20 quid, which is 10 quid more than it should have been. There's a lot of stalls selling not non-official, but not the latest merch and stuff like that. So I got this older Architect shirt, which is pretty good. Got some Trivium stuff as well. Got a corn shirt. I brought a lot of food, though I didn't buy a kebab, because if I bought a kebab, I'd have all you lot moan at me that it's not a real kebab. Yeah, I was about to say I've got one there, but it's... oh, no. Yeah, so Trivium shirt as well. Trivium was so good. No answer. So what do we say when we hear the word concrete? I don't know, but if we're talking download, don't mention the merry-go-round. Don't mention the Ferris wheel. There was... oh, Concrete Jungle. Oh, of course, yeah, the Black Label Society. Classic song. Bet people were mixed about Linkin Park. I'll be honest, I was there for the beginning of the set, and I just went home to avoid the traffic because it was so busy. Go kick yourself in your press stud with that attitude. Good recovering from being pepper sprayed. Why was you pepper sprayed? My eyes only sting if I strain them, so it makes I'm on my phone less. Why have you pepper sprayed yourself, or I'm going to need some context to that one, Magnet. But yeah, the Ferris wheel download now is forever now in folklore. 2 people were caught in the Ferris wheel, letting off some steam. It finally happened. We knew it was going to happen for years, but it finally happened. Crazy customer at work? Jesus Christ. It's always the third option. So would I to be... what? The Ferris wheel? Oh god, no. They're just 2 people who have been caught. Imagine the stuff that's been done in that Ferris wheel that people just don't know about. Plus, you know, heights, so I wouldn't go up there anyway. This is probably one of the biggest changes from last season. And that is that Stephen Walker, the man who was the lone Velostar, is now in an Audi for this season. So it'll be interesting to see, compared to the Audi power and the velocity he had last season, just how high up Stephen Walker can take that Audi. Noah Young at the moment though, leading this practice session. Let's get some full names up here. That, iRacing, and the gap. There we go. So Noah 5.2k, Jason Harrington second place at the moment. What have you been up to, Kingdom? Much at all? And what about yourself as well, Jess? Jess, I lurked for a couple of minutes in a few streams. when it was late at night in the campsite. I couldn't stay or chat for long at all because, well, data and no Wi-Fi. I watched little bits and pieces. Oh, nice power slide just there. Okay, Carl Hardy in the session as well. So a lot of these names you're going to see in the Backfire Simsport TV first race of the season. Season 25 starts tomorrow. Something my pickle, that's about it. Okay then. Good for you, I suppose. Is this quote time or... Jay, yes Jess. What's up? What's the matter? Now I'm finished. You're done. No longer in the moment. Why did you not read that properly? Because I'm live on YouTube as well at the moment. You never know who's watching. There could be some... This could be advertised somewhere without my knowledge as a good Christian stream. So I didn't want people... I mean, unless he was eating the pickle. In that case, he was touching his pickle that he was about to eat. That's about it. Finished, because he's finished eating it. No longer in the moment. He's finished chewing. So you know what? No, he said pickle. He didn't say that with a P word. Don't know what you're on about, Jess. Don't know what you're on about. Anyway, those who are on YouTube, you can read what's going on underneath this this screen right now. You said it was something my pickle. You didn't exactly leave it vague. Let's not get all technical with things now. This is my first stream back after my mini holiday before I go away for another one in Scotland next week. Discovered that the first night I'm up in Scotland is when the Scotland versus Brazil game's on. It is going to be absolutely insane up there. And I will 100% be going straight into a pub with my dirty English accent with a Scotland shirt on. And we'll see what happens. My manager's giving me time off till the end of the month with minimum time off till Thursday. First time I've been attacked at work. That it was that and not any alternative. Yeah, shouldn't get any of it at all though, should you? I'm sorry that you went through that, Magnet. There are some absolute idiots about, aren't there? Alright, Steve Walker, no longer in the Vloster, is absolutely smashing through everybody at the moment. Meanwhile, the session starts in just over 10 minutes time. We have just seen how many people are currently signed up. 29, this is going to be a big split. Or a big number of splits even, I should say. Right, there we go. Right, so because of all the bot attacks that have happened in the announcements thing, let me just quickly... So, a lot of... bot attacks have been happening in the TCR cord recently. Let me just quickly chuck the TCR cord link into this busy practice session. I didn't realise WEC hasn't been to Silverstone since before COVID. Yeah, it's been like 8-9 years, hasn't it? A long time. I think next they're at Interlagos. Which, anyone who doesn't know much about WEC, like the World Endurance Championship, Le Mans just happened. Interlagos is usually one of the better races. If you're getting a bit fed up with Formula 1 at the moment, and you want some other racing to watch or have on in the background, WEC is an option for you. They're long races, so like 6 hours long, but to be honest, you can just have it on in the background if you wanted to. You got all your prototypes in there, you got your GT3s, you got your LMP2s. In fact, if you watch my stream this Saturday, I'm going to be driving the GT3s in a field full of what you would usually see in WEC. So I'll be going to Silverstone next year, so if anybody else is off to Silverstone next year, give me a holler. Oh goodness, not more bots. Yeah, loads at the moment. 2019 though. That's insane. Easy Gwen. Man, Kingdom, your shit's so bananas. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-N-Nanas. God, can you imagine if Gwen Stefani was at Download next year? 5 was so good. There you go. Kingdom's on it. B-A-N-A. 5 were really good at Download this year, by the way. Really, really good. It was... But what I love most about the 5 set was when they finished the last song, as they were walking off, someone went, what? You had like chance of one more song, and you got me just thinking, what other fucking songs have they got? So in a clip of Scooter, they were surprisingly very metal sounding. So 5 had their own band. Cypress Hill, even though they had the DJ, had like the live drums and everything. Like, a lot of the bands who like did, I mean, Pendulum. If you've ever seen clips of Pendulum live, they're a really good band live as well. Like there was so much instrumentation for a lot of the genres of music where they could have just stuck a backing track on and left it at that. Like the 5 one was surprising because they had three musicians behind, one on synth, one on bass, one on drums, and it was very solid. I really want to badly see Bad Omens. I think their own shows would be fantastic. Like their own like headlining shows and stuff. Right, we have 10 minutes and then my camera goes off. Sorry folks, I'm not the money maker. Well, I bet... Are they... I should have gone last November when I had a chance. Have they not got more... Oh, until next year. I would hold off on that one, Kingdom. Because it might be January or February next year. Electric Callboy have only just announced that they're touring January next year. As everything unfolds, also announcing that they're touring early next year as well. And they're only just announcing these tours now, by the way. So you might hear something in the next 2 or 3 months that Bad Omens might be touring UK or Europe at the start of next year. They did, yeah. That'd be amazing if they could somehow get that going again. I can't wait to see President. That's going to be so good. Full album and everything. Alright, let's have a look how many people were signed up. There's currently 30. No, it's more than 30. Currently 33 signed up, so that's going to be... We need 7 more people in 6.5 minutes. Or 8 more people. That's going to be an extra split. And as soon as I say that, it jumps up a couple more. And President got themselves a lot of fans through that as well. I would like to believe that next download we're going to see President there. If you're going to get me fantasy booking as well, I just want a single song with President, Vessel, Noah Sebastian, Ollie Sykes feature on it. That's a lot to ask for. But could you... I bet... I don't see it impossible that Ollie Sykes would collab with President. And you reckon with Noah? I reckon Ollie Sykes would be up for doing a President song, to be honest. Don't know why. So, headlines to download next year. I'm going to go with Iron Maiden, Ghost, And the last one... last one's going to be a tricky one. I do feel we're due for an Iron Maiden headliner. Got a lot of people saying, oh, maybe you'll get AC/DC doing it, but I don't know. Maybe they'll save AC/DC for 35th year, which will be after next year. Maybe get AC/DC then. I feel Maiden next year with Ghost. I'd love to see Iron Maiden and Ghost. Brilliant show. Ghost at the O2 was one of the best shows I've ever been to. There's a lot of shows to pick from that as well. But who else would you have? So you had Korn within the last 2 years. Obviously you just had Linkin Park. Had Limp Bizkit. Is there anybody else from that era that I'm missing out on who could potentially headline? Some 41 aren't going anymore. I can't think of any of Foo Fighters. I feel Slipknot's been the last... Slipknot was 3 years ago. So maybe Slipknot for 35. So maybe the year after next Slipknot. Maybe Foo Fighters? 2000s? Yeah, I feel like I'm missing someone massive. Massive. But I think, yeah, Maiden, Ghost, Foo Fighters. You know what? That's going to be my 3. Maiden, Ghost, Foo Fighters. That's my predictions for headliners for next year. I don't think that's too impossible, to be honest. Who do you lot see as being realistic that hasn't really been headlined in the last 3 to 4 years? Like main stage headlines. We had Ghost headlining Sunday night 3 years ago, but... see, Green Day I think were last year, weren't they? Right, 4 minutes left to go. We've got 45 people signed up so far. 46 now. Got a few friends in these sessions too. At the moment, Isaac Price, who does the setups for Apex, is currently your quickest time in here. Jack Bolton in second place and Stephen Walker down in third. But yeah, year after, I reckon AC/DC and Slipknot. So AC/DC and Slipknot, then you'd need a newer band. I like the whole dynamic that they're getting like bands that have been in the last... hang on, I'm just having a quick think. Like when they gave that chance to Sleep Token. Oh, you know what, Avenged, I think Avenged are possibly quite realistic as well. Rammstein haven't been in this country for... sorry, haven't been in this country for a festival for a long time, so yeah, I mean, Rammstein could definitely be realistic for next year. You reckon Rammstein, Foo Fighters and Avenged Sevenfold, especially now that they've bought the rights to all their own songs back and they're seemingly going independent. System has been in the last 3 years, hasn't it? Or am I thinking... no, have they? Haven't they? System are okay live. I don't rate them live, by the way, live in a festival outset as highly as a lot of the other bands. Collection posters. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. So yeah, Green Day, Sleep Token and Korn was last year. Then it was Queens of the... I'm surprised Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age, Fall Out Boy and Avenged Sevenfold. Then it was the double Metallica one, which was, if it wasn't so busy, would have been a best of all time. Kiss, Iron Maiden and Biffy Clyro were 2022. The pilot was Enter Shikari, Bullet for My Valentine. Oh, Bullet for My Valentine. Biffy, I think, have done 2 downloads. I'm sure they've done another download as well, and they've done Reading. Biffy. Yeah, 2017. Biffy as well. Rammstein was 2016. have they done since then? No, 2016 was the last download we got. With Rammstein on it. And 2012 had Prodigy, Metallica, Black Sabbath, oh my god. Yeah, 2011 was the one I went to with Linkin Park, System of a Down and Def Leppard. Me, I'm surprised Biffy... Oh, Biffy headlined. Yeah, Biffy headlined 2 of them now. I personally don't rate them as high, but live they are pretty good live. not gonna lie. Right then, on to the business end of the detail of the business end of the racing tonight. 50 people have signed up for the Open. It is now going live. The session's going live now, so my camera is going off for a little bit. Ever seen Disturbed live? Yes, not a massive fan of Disturbed. Their whole signing missile saga just completely put them off me. Oh well, they've still got... They won't care that I don't like them. Right, let's get into the next race session. Oh wow, there are some names in this split. Borkland is in here, Wilson, Walker, both the Walkers, Scotton, Kiso, Shishnikov, the Sausage Fernandez. Bolton, Price.
Rainbow Lion 12 just raided with 3 viewers.
Rainbow Lion, thank you so much for throwing the raid over this way. How we doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well. How was your iRacing stream today?
That's another new follower.
The real John Honda, thanks so much for the follow. Just currently doing some top split commentary, just waiting for the session to load up, and then we shall get straight into it. I hope your racing went well today. Welcome to week 1 of the TCR Challenge Top Split, the Open at Oulton Park. I am your commentary tonight, JayCaulls. It's a pleasure to see you all. And we have a 4.1k strength of field race for you tonight. There's, if it's going to be anything like the fix that we experienced a little earlier. If you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, then rewind it by about an hour, because battles all over the field, whether they wanted it or not. But week 1 of the TCR Challenge Cup brings us to the international layout of Oulton Park. It is narrow, there's not a lot of places to pass, and the session that we're in now, the qualifying, could be absolutely key to the majority of these drivers when it comes to getting that positive result at the end of what is sure to be a very, very rough and ready race. Right, getting all the qualifying stuff on the screen right now. Currently watching Stephen Walker make their way round. We are currently in the middle of the warm-up laps. Watching everybody make their way around. Jack Bolton, by the looks of it, is going to be the closest to the line, so it's going to be Jack Bolton who is going to be making a start on the first lap. Jay doing well. Races were bad though. Got punted thrice out of 4 races. What was you driving today? Yeah, very bad line. You'd be the sort, I would imagine, to jump into the Euro NASCAR. Here we go, Jack Bolton, surely one of the favourites of the race already. I think that's going to be an off-track just there, potentially. A lot of cars going to be getting an off-track at this rate, to be honest. If it's anything like before. Isaac Price is going to be looking as one of the hot favourites for today. I need to quickly reset all my trade and paint stuff, so give me 2 seconds on that one. But Price has a bit of an advantage. Hours and hours of practice, and he makes the set for anybody who's subscribed to Apex for the TCR races. Daniel Augustin the Sausage Fernandez, though, is going to be a tough opponent to beat at the same time. Right, having a quick look through, we've got Kieran Borkland as well. The Norwegian is always one to watch out for in these 20-minute sprints. India, Atlanta and late models at Myrtle Beach. I still haven't raced Myrtle Beach yet. It's a nice looking track though. You know how it works at the bottom? If it's purple, it's the fastest out of anybody in the session. If it's green, it's a personal best. Jaden Scotton with the quickest Sector 4 out of anybody. But Isaac Price right now is absolutely tearing through this practice as it stands and sets a 1:39.9. That is a disgusting lap. And already a full... Oh no, Jaden's got in just behind 0.3, but everybody else over a second quicker than the rest of the field from Isaac Price on your camera right now. Isaac is flying. Isaac is a rocket. Speaking of rockets, Stephen Walker, no longer in the Veloster, now in the Audi for this season, has ditched the dying Veloster, has jumped into the Audi and straight away is putting in a lot of personal bests. See how they do the second lap, but we're getting a lot of cars putting one wheel a bit too far on the grass and actually completely ruining their laps. You can hear something that sounds like it's taking off in the background. That's just my PC. If for some reason it's running at 84 degrees, I don't know why. I haven't asked it. Look, well, yes, you do whatever you gotta do. Stephen Walker looks like they're going to be starting from 15th place as things stand. Just watching this lap, and Isaac is getting even quicker. Slight hiccup on the first sector, but look at all those purple bars at the bottom. Jaden Scotton trying their best to push through and is just not quite able to do it. Let's get on board with Jaden right now. What a lovely looking car that is. Wouldn't you lot agree? Especially with the sponsors on it. Now I think it's going to be up to Jaden to see how close they can get to Isaac. And Isaac a 1:39.715. Jaden, how much closer is he going to be able to get if he can? No improvement on the time, so now we're just watching everybody else with their second laps make their way around. So Bolton up to 3rd, Borkland 4th, Titular 5th, Kawahari 6th at the moment. This is definitely somebody you will need to be watching as Tyler goes up to 13th. Borkland setting some personal bests but can't get any higher. Tony Walker jumps up to 9th. Meanwhile, the sausage is cooking right now. Not a single legitimate time on the stand at the moment, but we'll see whereabouts Augustin is going to end up finishing here. A lot of personal bests but no session bests, and Augustin goes up to 3rd place. A massive jump there. What track temps is this? This is insane pace. It is 31 degrees, so it's a little bit warm. Still a couple more cars on the track. Got Tony Walker in a really nice looking Audi paint just there, jumping off. And Jamie Wilson in a Honda. That's a bit of a shocker. Usually, if you see Jamie Wilson in any TCR, it's usually the Audi. He is going to be the last one on the field. But Isaac Price is going to be your pole man for now. Still got a minute left on the clock, and there we go, everyone's done. Jaden Scotton joining him on row 1 with Daniel Augustin, the Sausage Fernandez, and Jack Bolton on row 2. Row 3 is going to have Kim, Andre Borkland, and Demis Titular. 7th place, Kawahari with 8th, Yuri Larkin, Anton Shizhnakov, and Tony Walker will occupy the rest of that top 10. 11th place onwards is Jamie Wilson, Evan Kiso, Jeff Saunders is in the mix as well with Tyler Long, Zago Skis, Stephen Walker, Sydney Hards. And that is your grid for today. And so a few more to get onto the grid. Everybody's saying good luck, but for some reason I can't hear them. Oh, that's right, I got everyone muted, that's why.
Enjoy.
There we go, you can hear everyone now. No fuel, no ballast. The ideal temps are double laps in front wheel driver Taurus. Jim, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're good, hope you're well. But here we go, Price and Scotton on your front row there. And here we go, terrible start from both on the front row, and that's allowed Augustin through, Bolton as well, Kim too. And that is a terrible start by both Price and Jaden, both dropping to 5th and 6th place respectively. Daniel Augustin Fernandez in the lead with Kim Borkland. Oh, about to go into the rear. Just there, I think we've just had a big accident there. There's someone taking a scenic route up to the top. That's a Racing Furnace's car, so that's probably Demis. It is. Demis rejoining quite late, but depending on how quick some of the cars go around this corner, a tyre on the grass is usually death, and a new game of Wii Bowling. Everyone gets their way around, but Augustin gets away the quickest. We've got a bit of fighting behind now. 2 into Britons. Does not go, and Jack Bolton gets absolutely pit manoeuvred. He sounds his thanks, but I have a feeling that might be a little bit sarcastic. Kim Borkland though gets away with it and it occupies... Oh no, that's not Kim Borkland, sorry, that's Isaac Price. James Scotton right behind, and this is the fight for 3rd that we thought we were going to get in 1st. We'll have another look at that shortly. See exactly what happened. But Augustin is away and flying, and Borkland is keeping up with him. Anything Augustin can do, Borkland can do too. Well, Price with a rabid Jaden from the JC Assassination Squad, sorry, JC Academy, right behind. A great exit just there from Jaden, actually, to be honest. And a lot of traffic fighting it out behind, even more, even further. That is Saunders in the camo JC Academy car, not just for 2 pairs of floating wheels. Oh, and a big accident here if you're holding brakes, and a massive hit behind. And those who are driving safe have got a few extra freebies in the same Racing Forces car. The same Racing Forces car decided to take the same route. Looks like they thought we were on the Foster's layout. But wow.
I don't know how I got through it.
That was absolutely insane. Jim, how are we doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Here we go, still got Isaac Price to the very right of your screen getting chased by Jaden.
I wish breathed in, but I'm sure that'd be open to take the piss out of me.
Kiso up to 5th place, having a much better time in this race. Jamie Wilson, Euro Larkin behind. We've currently got a camera on Jamie Wilson, currently running 6th place. Euro to the rear of him, Kiso to the front. As after those big incidents just there, everyone's spreading out a little bit more. Further back, got Carl Hardy trying to chase down Tony Walker as quick as possible. Unfortunately, down 8 places. Down 8 places at the moment, Dennis Titular, the biggest loser so far in this race. The biggest winner, though, is up 7 as Evan Kiso at the moment. A terrible fixed race, but a much better time in this open. Right, we have a lot of incidents to have a look through here. First of all, though, we've got to check out that absolutely terrible start from Poleman, Isaac Price and Jaden Scotton. You can see the wheel spin instantly from both of them. As soon as you see that, you just know they're both getting jumped. And look at that. Oh, a bit of heavy petting behind, and that's a great start from Evan. And oh, that's all the way to the beginning. We need to go a little bit further forward than this. Right, so we've got a crash here from Tyler. Oh, and this was a big one, and yep. Tyler just getting passed along to everyone and getting absolutely banged from every angle conceivable there. Just trying to look for this incident with Jack Bolton. I think it was just there. We'll have a quick look. I have a feeling it's not. Oh no, it is. So this is going up to Britain's. And to be honest, I mean, let's go to the drone camera. So white car blaming the red for this one, but I don't quite know what the red car was supposed to do there, to be honest. They kept to their side. It's not as if they came across. Was he supposed to just yield straight away? But I'm not a steward, so I don't know how they would see that at all. Just quickly going live, because this is the situation right now where Isaac Price and Jaden Scotton are so quick compared to the leaders that now we have a 4-way fight for that lead. Hey Alex, if Jaden could do that start tomorrow, that would be great. Wow. But Augustine at the moment is going to have to really hope that Kim and Isaac behind start fighting a little bit harder. Give them a little bit of breathing space. We are only 6 minutes into this 20-minute sprint. And a quick look to see if there's any other crashes we need to look up here. Yeah, no, that's going to be the same one just there. But Tony, everyone going off track and then coming straight back on straight away. There's Stephen going off the track for quite a while here. We'll just have a quick look, just in case. You can see the back of. Oh, that is not a healthy looking Audi there at all. There's no wing keeping the back of that Audi glued to the floor. Fernandez leading, Kim, Andre Borkland, Isaac Price in third with Jaden Scotton just in the background there, keeping up. No doubt as soon as he start fighting, Jaden's going to be back right up there to... Any of these four, depending on mistakes, could get this win now. In all honesty. And just behind, there's there's some more close fighting going on behind. There's this three-way battle between Kiso, Wilson and Lacknan is starting to fire up. And then Tony and Carl Hardy, both for seasons and seasons, have been on very similar pace now. And now fighting it out for that coveted 9th place. Both still in the top 10. They're going to have to get themselves into gear, because just behind them, even though they got a bit of a bent rear wing there, Jack Bolton is just as quick as anybody on this circuit right now. Right, a slowdown for Tischler in 14th place is going to probably allow Stephen Walker to gain a place. Look at this for 2nd place now. 2nd place is getting closer and closer and closer as it goes behind the trees. Oh, and Isaac trying to get into the mirrors of Kim, but it's going to take a lot more than that to get through Kim. I keep getting Kim and Isaac's cars mixed up. So if you hear me blaming the wrong person for something, I didn't do it on purpose. Great exit just there from Price, and Price surely is going to be looking at the next corner after Cascades to try and get the move. Look how close he's getting to that bumper now. This is how it's looking inside of Price's car right now. Borkland throws up a defensive maneuver on the inside. Price plays it cool. He's going to keep that inside line, which is going to force Borkland to get defending. As we come up to Britain's, this could be the chicane that makes and breaks both of these two. Isaac giving Kim plenty of space, and actually Isaac not getting the best exit through there, which is probably going to give Kim a massive chance to save themselves through this chicane. We're on board with Jaden Scotland now. Jaden fighting their way through to try and give Isaac the push to be a bit more aggressive with Kim, but a terrible exit through Knickerbrook. Around Druids, and I tell you what, Jaden's starting to lose a lot of grip on those tyres, it seems, to the point that the two in front, and that's a defensive manoeuvre on the inside. So Jaden has wheel damage. You know what? You could be... Oh, yeah, no, Jaden's going to... Oh, Jaden has a meatball flag. Oh, what happened with Jaden? I did not see what happened with Jaden that got him wheel damage there. Oh, I'm not sure. I have got no event whatsoever here for whatever's happened with Jaden. Right, teammate Jeff just on the outside.
Hello, Jeff.
Probably one of those barriers. Oh yeah, potentially. Maybe he's hit the chicane, which Jaden has...
My name's Jeff.
Stephen, what?
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff lets his teammate in BSTV go through. Jesus Christ, Stephen. It's only Walker and Carl Hardy still fighting it out. This is now for 8th place after getting the freebie from Jaden. Everyone's spread out a little bit now, but all it takes is, as we've already seen with Jaden, just one hit of those titanium wheel barriers. Isaac Price now ahead of Kim. See if I can find that pass. It's got to be here somewhere. There it is. There it is. So just a really great solid, and that's a lot of pinching just there, but the spotter's going to be all over Isaac's side there. So it has your name on the side. Yeah, funny that. Funny you say that. It kind of does, doesn't it? Alright, Stephen Walker. He'll be fighting with fellow rival in BSTV. This is all the way back, but the fighting is still going to be strong. As Fernandez now stretching out their lead to 2 seconds, but Price has 7.5 minutes to try and close down that 2 seconds, which he definitely has the ability to. Stephen Walker giving the Audi a try this season, now spending a whole season in the nerfed Veloster. He is right behind Demis right now, and he actually makes a move on the inside. Demis, if they can keep it on the track though, is going to have a faster outside. He manages to defend it for now. Just go frustrate Stephen for a little bit. Meanwhile, Carl Hardy only a quarter of a second behind Tony Walker, and they have Jack Bolton gaining very quick on both of them. We go, oh, a little bit of skid just there from Demis, and that might be the opening Stephen needs. Stephen's got to choose one of the sides and go for it now, surely. Ooh, bit of a late move at the end just there, but because Oulton Park's such a narrow track, if you put your car in the middle, you do give yourself a lot of coverage and a shorter window to react to somebody potentially trying a move on you. If you are the car in front, you do have a lot of power here to keep the other person behind, but if you start making mistakes, just like Demis is there, then Stephen is going to find a way through. Braking a little bit late, he's going to take the outside line, but I think Demis is going to keep that one going. And Stephen's going to be all over the back of Demis now. He's trying everything now to get into the mirrors, to get into the head of Demis, but Demis is keeping strong for now with 5.5 minutes left. Tony Walker still managing to keep Carl Hardy just behind. But what's that coming over the hill? Oh, it's Jack Bolton. It's Jack Bolton. Yes, it's Jack Bolton. Jack currently down 6 positions. Oh, and Jaden's got another meatball. Another meatball from Jaden. What on earth? Another hit against the barrier, maybe? He's going to have to try and get that out of his system. Do wonder if that's the not using ABS and the car just sliding into those tyre barriers there. But Tony, oh, look how close Carl is right now. Carl's just going to let Tony do all the work here. He's going to let Tony put all the defensive moves, wear out their own tyres, push themselves too hard and potentially miss a braking point. See, Tony's going to need a late apex here, and he gets a fraction of it. And a lot of the cars starting to bunch up even more in front. Gonna keep on this though, because it is the closest battle. Oh, and Carl. I thought Carl was going to go for the inside there, but maybe Carl was going for a defensive manoeuvre. He has Jack Bolton right behind. Tony slowing things up through Britons to try and cause a bit of a concertina. Laguna, meanwhile, is within half a second of Jamie Wilson. Kiso is within half a second of Borkland. And these three now fighting out for 8th place. Keeping a watch on the other times just in case something does happen. Let's get on board with Jack Bolton at the moment. Your current 10th place holder. And so Price is now within a second of Fernandez, and there's only 3 minutes left. Even with a bit of damage, Bolton definitely seems the quicker out of these three. Oh, great exit from Bolton. Takes a lot of the grass just there. Now, right now, we all get a premium advertising space just there of Pure Sims. Perfect place to go for all your sim racing gear and needs. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
In this race.
You can't get fooled again. George A.W. Bush. Was it the chicanes? The tyre barriers?
Safety rating, what's that?
It's getting close here at the moment. Kiso is getting close to Borkland as well. We've also got Wilson close to Larkinen. A lot. We're going to have ourselves a bit of a grandstand finish here, but at the moment, Daniel Fernandez with Isaac Price breathing down their neck now. Kim Borkland with Kiso just behind. And Jamie Wilson chasing down Jura Larkinen. And of course we've got these three fighting about as well. Not a lot of room for passing on this track. You can fight as much as you want, but I'll tell you what, that could be the opening that Bolton needs. He's gone by the side of Carl. Carl's braked a little bit earlier, and Bolton gets the move done. Now up to Carl to try and keep as close to Bolton as possible as the white flag flies. It is now half a second between Fernandez and Price. It's even closer between these two at the moment. Some great fights going into this final lap. Let's get onto the blimp so we can see what's going on the other side at the same time. Here we go, Augustine and Price, and I tell you what, Kiso, I think, might have Borkland's number here. You're not going to get a pass done at Britain's, but depending on how your exit through Britain's goes, how close everyone is behind. This is going to be it. Is Kiso going to try something absolutely ridiculous here? I don't think he's got enough pace here to make it happen. As long as no one ends up hitting that tyre barrier just behind as well. But everyone nice and close. I love how close everyone, like, it seemed like partway through this race that everybody was going to start spreading out. But look at it now. This is after 20 minutes. This is how close everybody is. Race pace and depending on the half of a race is obviously quite a bit different between so many of these cars. But Augustine, the Sausage Fernandez, is going to get the win in the open race with Isaac Price getting second just behind. And great racing as well by Kim and Ethan getting the third and fourth. Looks like Larkinen.
Tony, great racing there, mate.
There it is, everybody else.
Yeah, well done, mate. Shit myself quite a while there.
Oh, okay, and Tony just giving away a little bit more information than we probably needed to know there.
That was hard work, that was.
And everybody else making their way through. We've still got Jeff Saunders getting through upper position up into 12th.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the guy on the first lap was doing. Too wide on into the chicane, just fired me off.
I think Jack might need to...
Turn up to mention pies, mate, I get hungry.
Oh well, can't say I have done it to anyone before.
He probably needs to check that replay out, to be honest.
Good comeback though, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe check the replays before voicing out on the voice chat like that. I've learnt the hard way plenty of times. Sim Morgan 13th, Dennis Stitchlag getting the 14th just there.
That's good. Good pace, man. Good pace.
There we go, making their way around, finishing where they started. But fantastic stuff as Daniel Fernandez gets your win with Isaac Price and Kim Andre Borkland rounding off the rest of that podium. Kiso, Larkinen and Wilson take up the rest of the top 6 places with Shishnikov, Walker, Bolton and Carl Hardy your top 10. 11th onwards is Sydney Hards, Jeff Saunders, Stephen Walker, Demis Tichler,
It's only the 8.7k guy.
Zagorsis, Jane Scotton, and Tyler Long.
Pretended to be shocked.
Yeah, maybe he needs to do a couple more races, get a bit more experience.
I'm quite shocked to hear that on the radio, to be honest, because I don't really think Isaac did much wrong in that chicane.
I've actually done this layout, to be honest. Usually the short one.
Wait, let's have a look at the instance then.
I'm not a massive fan of this track, full stop. I don't think it's very good racing.
No, there's too many places where people can send you.
Isn't that the point of racing? You know what, yeah.
Yeah, it's just... it's a single line as well, really, isn't it? You basically have to force someone into mistake, which I get is racing, but... nah.
This is the incident in particular.
Yeah, not really fun either, to be honest. Had a good start though. Never ever started these cars before since they updated it.
I don't know, what...
I don't have a clue how we've done it.
What do you lot reckon? I actually don't really think the red car did much wrong there. It wasn't as if they were just on the... I don't think they were on the rear quarter panel, were they?
Let's see what the fixes do with that then.
He had the overspeed. Side by side, I think that's just a racing instant, to be honest. Yeah, I honestly don't know what the whole hubbub is about that one, in all honesty. I honestly... Man, that is very confidently incorrect. Yeah. I mean, it's a good job nobody's streaming the race with the radio, right? At least there's not that. Right, so also happening. There was a lot of people going off the track at different points there. I need to really make sure that I stop doing that camera just there. Ooh, a little bit just there. And this was the other big accident. Both went into each other. And tell you what, although Anton would have been very unhappy about getting tagged there, actually it was the best thing that they could have done. That could have happened to him there. A lot was going on there. So a little tap, couldn't get the car going, and that's Walker out. Oof. And just backhanded by everybody in the rest of the grid there. I'm pretty sure that's where this incident's going to come in as well. Yeah, it went off the circuit. Don't know if they just stopped or they carried on. Yeah, they just went off to the side and decided to, oh, crash into an invisible wall. And it's showing Jaden crashing, but I wonder if that's just stopping after, this the meatball? This might be the meatball. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick listen to what happened here. We might need to go a little bit, closer. Let's have a listen. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, you did phase through it. Fortunately, I don't have a replay file to get you back to lap 6, unless I did this. So whilst you were chasing down the front lot, Interesting. Because we didn't even notice that at first. So I'm just typing TCR core, give me 2 seconds.
Just Amy underscore XO just with 14 viewers.
Oh my god. Amy, how are we doing? I hope you're good, hope you're well. How was your stream? I had you on luck, so I'll have to look at that at some point. We're just going through some replay stuff. Tell you what, I'm a bit sunburnt in places, so you will have to... just lots of horrible sunburn. How are you? How was Dead by Daylight? Kyle, good to see you as always. Just going through a load of questionable incidents. Which, now that you're going to become a pro drifting driver, Amy, and you're going to get your sim rig and everything, we get to see exactly what sort of incidents you're probably going to be involved in, such as this. Better be putting aloe vera on that at least twice a day. Twice a day I'm smothering myself in cream. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Right, I want to watch this one again because I can't believe how much they sounded off on voice chat so confidently. Car number 1 was by the side of them. Racing incident. They didn't take you out. It was a racing incident. It was a complete accident. So then calling him out afterwards is absolutely crazy confident work. Yeah, cover yourself in cream, pappy. I swear to God. Daniel, good to see you as well. Hope you are well too. What happened here? So do we see what it looks like inside? In fact, what did it look like inside for them? So they got all these cars in front. Everyone's crashing. Oh, I felt that. I felt that. Invisible wall there, mate. Right. Jaden's crash, we've already seen that one. Something happened here. Welcome in, everyone from Amy's stream. My name is Jay. Pleasure to meet you all. We do a lot of racing stuff, do a lot of pro wrestling stuff, RPGs, community. Brilliant. So, B12 to P4, pretty happy with that after the fixed race. Yeah, let's have a look at your start. You said you wanted to have a look at your start, so we'll quickly do that. So, from all the way back there, Kiso start. So the front two messed up, which allowed everybody else to... Oh my god. Oh, that nearly ended in a death though. Oh, that one nearly ended in a death as well. I did apologise to Anton. Fair enough. Right, thank you Amy as well for the free stream streak. And thank you again for the 14 viewers. Anyone on my Twitch side who isn't following Amy, please make sure you go out of your way to. There's a reason why she's one of our main raid targets. Because we just all enjoy her content so much, so if you're missing out on it, then Stop putting yourself through that. And just follow her. Follow her. It said I was clear. Oh, and then there was that racing incident just there. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Up 8 positions. Just outside the podium. Right, cool. Cool. Right, I think, unfortunately though, Amy, we are just finishing there because I've got a few more things. I've got to go back to work tomorrow. So unfair. However, after Friday, I'm back off work for another week. So I'll be up in Scotland for a bit, so can't wait for that one. Right, let's get onto a more attractive camera angle. And let's press the magic button. I said press the magic button. There we go. And a bit of music as well. That magic. Absolute magic. Need to head to bed myself. Enjoy your sleep. I hope you get plenty of it. And have a great day. You're back at work as well, aren't you? Or you haven't been off? I don't know. If you're at work tomorrow, I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you again for throwing the raid this way. Everybody who's here now, well, first of all, if you're on YouTube, if you're on the YouTube stream, put a thumbs up on the stream, subscribe to the content. We're live on the Backfire Simsport TV YouTube channel tomorrow. Do some more commentary. It will be 40 cars at this track. So, oh, that's a nice crash in the background there. Ah, pretty cool. So 40 cars around here tomorrow on the Backfire Simsport TV channel. We are live back on here on Twitch and YouTube on Thursday and Saturday. 6 hours at the Glen, can't wait. Thursday, Apex League TCR at Silverstone. Friday, just on Twitch and my other YouTube channel. No, just on Twitch on Friday. It won't be too long of a stream, to be honest. Been back since Monday. You got this. Nearly halfway through the week. I believe in you. My Discord, for anybody who isn't in my Discord. It's just if you are on iRacing, then there's my TCR, but not my TCR, it's your lot's TCR Discord just there for iRacing. So I'll chuck that in both now. Get yourselves in there. I'm gonna go raid somebody on Twitch.
Say hello to a new subscriber.
What?
Skeptical
Squares
just subscribed for 28 months.
Evening, mate. We're just finishing up, but thank you so much for throwing the sub over this way. Hope you're good, my friend. I hope you are well as well. Good to see you. Everybody say goodbye to YouTube. We always finish YouTube first. And Broby's here as well. Oh my god. Everyone's here. Right, here we go. End stream on the YouTube side. There we go. So YouTube, we had 137 views.